Hey, Rebecca here from Arrow's Edge Leaders Collective, just coming to you with your weekly training. I'm excited to continue to share with you about the different things that can block you in your life and the accelerators that will help to combat those things. That's what we're talking about the next few weeks. So we've talked about how fear can be completely combated through receiving God's love for us, right? And then we talked about integrity, living true to ourselves and true to others, being that same person in every situation so that we are completely congruent with ourselves in every context of our lives. That will produce so many good benefits in your life. And I'm telling you, I talk to people about these things all the time. Seriously, I am all about, listen, you got to get really solid in who you are so that you can live integrous into your identity. Being integrous means knowing who you are before you can truly be who you are in every context, right? So you got to know your identity. You've got to do life on purpose. It's not just letting things happen to you. It's not just waiting till the sweet by and by to really receive all that God has for you. It's not receiving a prophetic word and then just hoping it comes to pass. God says you are a son. God says you are a daughter, and it is up to you to be intentional and steward the things that He has given you well. So we stand in our identity, we do life on purpose, and our fruit from that is we get to live out our God-given destiny. This is what I help people with. If you want more information, just message me. I'm here to cheer you on. I'm here to support you. Today, I want to talk to you about something important. I want to talk to you a bit about envy. See, here's the thing. We've got accelerators, things like gratitude, love, discipline, integrity, passion, humility. All those things will combat things like fear, guilt, anger, self-sabotage, laziness, procrastination, envy, and focus. Today, I want to talk to you about envy. Envy will stop you. Envy will keep you from moving forward. Envy will clog that pipe. Okay, so last week I was talking to you like there's a pipe where the water of Holy Spirit is flowing through. And then if you insert or you come into agreement with one of these blockers, your pipe can become just misaligned or blocked or catching gunk. And so it's not flowing as properly as it really could be. So it's up to us to remove those things, to work with God, to work with our own mindsets, our mind, our will, emotions, our soul, to be free in those areas that are going to block us. And I'll tell you what, the remedy, the kryptonite per se to envy is gratitude. Hear me out just a minute. So first, envy. I want to define this for you. First, there is jealousy, right? Where I want what you have. I mean, I look at other coaches that may be getting millions of dollars. You look at Tony Robbins, and I could be like, I want what that guy has. And then I let that seed get birthed in me. See, jealousy is normal. See, it's vision. I want to have an abundant, flourishing life. And my personal goal is to impact lives in a way that they will fully be able to live out who they were created to be. That is my goal. And when I see somebody really doing that thing, yeah, I'm like, dude, I want that, right? But then that jealousy can come in. And jealousy, I tell you what, it is a normal emotion. It's a normal emotion. It's okay. But listen, jealousy is okay and a normal emotion as long as you allow yourself to feel it, process it, and then release it and let it go. But I'll tell you something, if you get into jealousy and you don't process it and you seed it in your heart so that it will grow, it will turn into envy. If you don't take that thought captive, you will end up in envy. You not only want what someone else has, but you don't want them to have it. Ain't that the truth here, right? There's a quote from Theodore Roosevelt, one of our presidents. He said, "Comparison is the thief of joy." I tell you what, I have seen so many of my clients live in a place where they are comparing themselves. We struggle with comparing ourselves. I want to be like that, and I should be like that, and they shouldn't be like that. And we compare ourselves, and we try to live up, and we strive, and we work, and we find ourselves embracing a blocker. What are we going to do about that? I don't know. We have a choice. We can lose focus. We can get off center. We can become distracted by that thing. In fact, I can put my entire attention on so-and-so who's doing better and such, comparing myself to them so much so that I'm not doing the hard work and the hard work that I need to do to actually attain what I'm desiring. So, what's the remedy? This is going to be a really quick teaching. It's really easy, but I'll tell you what. I have this client, I'm going to be bringing her on with her testimony to explain this a little deeper in the upcoming weeks. Her name's Amy. She's beautiful. She's precious. And I have watched her come so far, so fast. And I introduced this one simple tool to her, which caused this amazing breakthrough in her life. I can't wait for her to tell you about it. But I want to tell you about the tool today. I'm telling you, I have seen, and Amy has seen, this will touch your life, period. So I want to challenge you. I'm going to teach you this tool, which, by the way, I didn't come up with it. I have a mentor who showed it to me. I implemented it in my life. And I tell you what, it has helped me to operate more in things that accelerate me, things that motivate me, things that lift me up. Think about Philippians 4:8. Think on these things, right? Whatever is noble, whatever is lovely, whatever is good, think on these things. So I'm going to teach you the way you combat comparison, envy, jealousy, all those things that will stop you. If you want to put Holy Spirit Drano in your pipe, insert this simple 5-minute tool. Wake up, do this tool every morning as you rise. Here's what it's called. Stay on the grid. Get on the grid. Seriously, get on the grid. I'll show you something. GRID is an acronym. G-R-I-D. G is for gratitude. So I wake up in the morning and I become grateful, which, I have found is a lot deeper than being thankful. Thankful is like, yeah, Lord, thank you that I'm still breathing today. And thank you, Lord, that I still have a home and I'm alive. It's actually like, oh God, you are so good. I am so grateful that you have made me your daughter. I thank you that I get to partner with you to see my dreams come to pass because God, you're the one who puts those dreams into my heart. I thank you that I can trust you. I thank you that you will always provide for me. God, I have seen you be faithful over and over and over again. And God, my heart is positioned in a place of gratitude. See, that isn't your typical Thanksgiving, barely thank you around the table, is it? It's getting into a place of gratitude. And here's the thing, sometimes you're not feeling it. You wake up, you're grumpy, you had hard dreams the night before, and you're just like, right? By choice of my will, I'm going to choose to do something that costs me. It costs me hanging on to what I'm holding on to. I have to open my hand and by choice of my will, choose to be grateful when I'm not feeling it. That's called a sacrifice of praise. And God honors that so much. It'll cause you breakthrough. I'm serious. So we're going to start We're going to start and we're going to take a minute to be grateful. R, rejoice. Rejoice means to celebrate. Party on. Now I'm thinking of an old school movie. Party on, Wayne. No, not like that. But it's like to allow and to choose to govern your emotions, to choose to celebrate what God is doing in your life. See, what you behold, you will become. What you focus on, you will begin to walk into. So many people, they had like a hard time with one of their parents growing up, and they're like, I will never be like my dad. And they're like, I will never be like my dad. And their focus is completely on not being like their dad. And you know what happens? They're exactly like their dad. Because what you are focusing on is what you will walk in. So if you are focusing on getting up, being grateful, and then choosing to celebrate every single win that you had the day before, overnight, that you expect to come in the morning, you're getting your day off right. So at 1 minute of gratitude, 1 minute of rejoicing, it's only 2 minutes so far, and I'm already preaching myself happy. The next one is to imagine. You have dreams in your heart. You have things that really matter to you. And here's the thing. God's the one who puts those dreams in your heart. He wants to see them come to pass in you. A lot of you want to build a business. A lot of you want to be financially flourishing. I tell you what, to be financially flourishing, you've got to get rid of those scarcity mindsets. And I'll tell you what, I can help you with that. Imagine yourself in every detail doing, being, and feeling what you see God is doing in your life. So you've established, God, I am so grateful. God, I am celebrating the wins. I am hearing from you. I see that you're wanting me to walk into this specific season in this specific way. And so I'm going to imagine myself in abundance doing that thing I know He's called me to do. I'm going to see myself doing it, because remember, what you behold, you become. What you focus on is what you'll walk in, because it trains your mind to be geared towards it. It trains your spirit towards it. It aligns your whole being towards what you and God are partnering to do. So you start out with, God, what you doing? And then I'm going to imagine myself in that role. For me, I love to imagine myself on the next person I get to help set free. The next person I get to build up in their identity. The next person I get to activate in hearing God's voice for themselves. I thrive on those things. So I think about, I'm like, God, show me a face and show me what you've got ahead. And I imagine myself really standing in what I know God created me to do. And I'll tell you what, God is a divine artist, and He has created you. He has designed you for greatness. And so I have to align my imagination with what He is saying we can do together as sons and daughters. And last, we're going to declare it. Did you know that learning is way deeper if it comes out of your mouth? Think about this. You can listen to this teaching all you want, but you will remember it more if you first then write it down, and then you start to speak it out, and you start to tell people about it. And it is a greater level of permanent learning. These are just good life skills. So I'm going to declare, here's what I've been declaring. I am continually connected to the right people. I walk in ever increasing favor with God and man. These are biblical things that I can speak out and be in alignment with. So if you want to break through, get past the stronghold of comparison, jealousy, and envy, gotta get on the grid. I hope this tool helped you today, but I'll tell you what, there is so much more. There is a process that you can walk through. So many people want to skip the process, and they end up lengthening the time to actually walk in what God has for them because they have not done the hard work journey first. I am here to help you. I'm here to walk alongside you. I am here to celebrate your wins with you. I have a process that I can walk you through that will help you to reset your life for kingdom alignment, for alignment with who God created you to be, so that you can really fulfill that God-given destiny. You got to be intentional. You've got to invest in yourself. It is shown that those who invest in themselves have much more fruit from it, have much more progress and breakthrough. And the reason why is, hey, if you have invested in that, you're going to be serious about it. And so I challenge you today to get on the grid. And if you want to do more, message me. Message me. I'm ready to work with you to see you step fully into your identity. Do life intentionally so that you can fulfill that God-given destiny. Break out of that mediocrity that we have become so darn comfortable with. And actually see the incredible blessings that God has for us. I'd love to work with you. It'd be an honor. Message me for information. And if you want the homework sheet from today, let me know. I'll send it to you. Message me in my inbox and I will send you the notes from today's training so that you can really powerfully implement this tool into your life. So I bless your day. I bless your week. I bless you with abundance. I bless you with new mindsets. Let's do this thing, guys. We're a group here of intentional people who really want to impact the world around us. Let's do it together. God designed for us to do it in the context of relationship. So I bless you. Have a great week. I'll talk